edit settings. So my first edit settings are, so I found some good edit settings, and this is what one of them look like. Stay tuned in the video to see what one this is. Like and subscribe, boys, and let's get into it. Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of editing settings, and a lot of them are for claw binds, but this one's actually not. Well, the first one's actually not. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off by making this. You can make this switch mode or switch mode edit. I keep it on switch mode edit when I use it for editing, but I'm gonna try the edit bind for this. Then you're gonna want to confirm this. Then you're gonna want to use this as select.
I needed some with some bop in. Let's go. I'm unorthodox than a mug. Hey, when you gon' switch the flow? I thought you never asked. I needed some with some bop in. Let's go. I'm unorthodox than a mug.
Not that fast. I think this is the worst one right now, because the worst one is yet to come, but you can't really make a build invisible because you can't use the sense for too long. You probably would be able to if you practice. But overall, this one just sucks. I don't know what kind of pro would want to use this, but overall, yeah, that one kind of sucks. So, another one I've been seeing is make this one. I've been seeing a lot of people using switch mode on that one, and then they would been using this as their edit bind. So this is a claw bind actually, so I wouldn't really get into this bind because this bind is going to suck if you're not a claw player. So I would want to turn that off, everybody. But looks pretty good. It kind of looks like I'm macroing, but I think this is the best edit bind over the whole thing. I've been actually using these edit binds a lot, so, and I'm not even a claw player and I still got to make this work. But I might switch to claw because claw might be the best thing. Although the claw is not that good for that editing, but like if you want to show off to your friends and you don't play claw, this is a really good bind to use. I don't know how. Wait, I got it invisible, bro. Yo, look. Yo, look. It's invisible. Okay, I'm gonna try to make another. This bind is actually really good to make builds invisible because not too quick and not too slow. Overall, this bind is actually probably the best bind on the list. Not the best floating bind. Well, actually, it is pretty good for floating. It actually is a really good floating bind because I haven't really used any floating binds, but that was some pretty good floating, bro. Didn't it look like you were staying still? It seriously looked like she was staying still. But like, that's probably the best bind I've ever seen because this one, pretty good. Moving on to the next one, we have the worst bind. I feel like this is the worst one. We're gonna want this as switch mode / edit. Let me just set this one back to what I have. This is the worst one. You will see. Well, it's not the worst one, but it's pretty bad. Can I even make a build invisible with this one? Let's try. No, not really. Not the best bind to make builds invisible, but it's a pretty good bind overall to just use like this. It's actually a really good bind because it's not good for like close combat editing like that. It could do pretty well. This is not really a show-off edit. Rift would not approve of this, but it's a pretty good edit if you're doing like edits like that and this. Pretty smooth. Overall, probably the best one on here, but like those other claw ones are just for show-off. They're really hard to do stuff like this with, but you just want a really good bind that will actually show you and help you know how to do it, like know how to play. Because like if you don't have a good bind that you're comfortable with, you're really gonna fail. So the next one we have triangle, which is this one is probably the worst one I've seen so far. Because this bind, this little mother trucker, is probably the worst bind you'll ever see. Actually, it's really good. I kind of like it. It's just really annoying because it keeps pulling out. I actually like it better than that X one. Wait, who's watching? Is that you? Is that you? Not up and down if that's you who's watching. After you're done making that invisible. Is that you who's watching? Okay. Wait, did you comment anything? Let me just see your comment. Is that you? Oh wait, that's Angelo. Oh wait, that's Angelo. That's somebody else. It's my friend from school. Yo, Ange, I'm gonna make invisible, a build invisible just for you, bro. Let me just get back to my good sense. So, a really good one is to use this. Like, this is probably my favorite out of the whole list, guys. So, 2 people watching now? Is that me? It's me. No! Oh wait, I'll call you Ange right after this. Cause I'm making a YouTube video for settings. Yo, I really bet you should try this on Xbox. Okay. Here, watch the whole video, Ange. This is actually one of my subscribers. She's subscribed, and yeah, she's my friend though. She's my friend now. Sorry, I had to. This is actually not my normal sense, but this is a really bad sense, I feel like. Because like, you're not gonna be able to build anything or like do any edits. Like, this is the only thing you could do is make builds invisible. And float people. Like, there's really nothing you could do on this sentence. there's really nothing. Like, even he agrees, even she agrees. Like, there's really nothing you could do except this. Like, if you want to show off to your friends, they're gonna think you're macroing. So it's probably not the best sense to use like in-game, because people are gonna think you're macroing, and then you're gonna get reported and then get banned for something that you did not do. So I would not use this sense unless you're in creative with your friends. But like, if you're playing a Publix or a public anything with other players, they're gonna think you're macroing. So maybe this is not the best setting, but that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Bye, guys. So maybe this is not the best setting, but that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Bye, guys. Yeah, I gotta turn this game off. Okay, guys. I have to just log off. What's happening? I don't know why it's not working. Whew.